Yeah, there we go. Yeah. How you like my Putin hairdo? So I got that down now. I'm gonna keep my beard though. I got the Putin hairdo. There's interesting times these days though. When you boil it all down, it's really quite simple. Actually, I'm gonna sugarcoat to y'all later on this deal. The Middle East is very big news these days. The whole world is focused on it, and that area is supposed to be the cradle of civilization. Okay, boys and girls, if you believe that one, I've got a bridge for you. It's on sale. You know, back in the day when I was growing up in Simmonsville, the object of the game was to either make enough whiskey or steal enough cars to get out of Simmonsville. And I don't think any of us had any plans to go back. Um, for all you Christians, Muslims, Jews, and assorted other denominations, the Middle East is a sewer. You may swat them bees now. The big thing is to get a home for the Palestinians. Okay, school's in, ring the bell. Muslims, you have a whole freaking desert to live in. Stop worrying about a strip of desert that ain't got no oil. Okay? And what are you worried about Jerusalem for? I thought all you ragheads were supposed to be praying toward Mecca or somewhere. You worry about that little strip over there? Don't go mess with them Jews without no money, okay? The Jews, you hear the American reasoning, which is an oxymoron. The Jews have a right to that land because God gave it to them, and they've been there 4,000 years. Okay, well, go tell that to Geronimo. Okay, give up your guns. The government will protect you. The Americans were forever getting into other people's business. They got in our business down here in Texas back in 1861. You want to see how much they meddle? Just take a look at a world map and count all the American military installations around the world. But oh, Wilbur, we need to have all that to secure the world and secure the nation. Okay, we can't even secure ISIS, okay? I think Toyota secured them. They sold them a boatload of pickups. So anyway, Putin jumps in, puts ISIS mostly out of business in 3 days. I know. Those of you say it's all smoke and mirrors. Well, I've been looking at the reports. I think there's more smoke than mirrors. Let me tell you why Obama is so hell-bent to get the leader of Syria out. You see, there was this pipeline that was going to run all the way from Mecca to Berlin or someplace. Now, that's all cool, but you see, it's going to have this valve in it, and Saudi Arabia had the valve where they could turn it off. And it's the same as it ever was. One twist of that valve, and the Saudi, OPEC, could stranglehold Europe. One guy said no, and the whole thing blew up, and that guy was the president of Syria. Sounds like we need a little freedom up there. Check this out, okay? We freed Afghanistan, Iraq, Libya, Egypt. We're trying to free Iran. Well, why don't we just free Jordan, the Kurds, and all the rest? How do we do that? Well, we fund a bunch of religious nuts and we let them run around cutting heads off by the bushel basket. That's how. And what's ISIS really working for? Oil. That's right, friends and neighbors. All them fellers with the fire of Allah in their eyes are just a bunch of gangsters selling to the highest bidder. Y'all thought that was God, huh? Over a year ago, I laid out a scenario. I explained how the Republic of Texas was going to come to be. It wasn't as dramatic as some people thought, but it had its merits. It went something like this. We don't have to succeed. As America self-destructs, Texas will become a republic by default. While the world rushes into World War III, Texas sits on more oil than all the other countries combined except Russia. That, cattle, cotton, tech, we got all the Mexicans. The Americans think we're just going to close up shop because they screwed the pooch. Texas is the only state that can be a republic. When it all comes down, we'll be selling gas and computers to every kraut in Berlin. We'll ship so much beef to Europe they'll all have coronary heart disease, and Stetson will have to open a manufacturing plant in Moscow. My advice to the Americans is leave it alone. If they want World War III, just let them have it. They have World War I and World War II. Let them work this one out by themselves. Texas has no intention of fighting someone else's battle. I personally don't give a flip about Israel or Palestine or Iran. And I'm a racist old bastard. I like it that way. I care about the hearts and minds of the kids at UT, I care about securing our border, ending people doing 99 years for smoking a joint. Oh, and speaking of joints, I get mad when a place like California can grow and sell something that Texas can do better. We will take the lead in this, and Texas will be a republic. Then we'll give Putin a tank of gas, a brisket sandwich, and everything's going to be just fine.